Okay, hopefully I've got this camera all set up and I can make some sort of a YouTube video happen, complete with flies buzzing around my face. Anyhow, hey guys, I'm Will, and I go by Rube Goldberg on the ISM forum, and I'm sure the reasons for that name, for choosing that name, will become obvious along the way. But anyway, this is my first video. I have no real good reason for it. I don't have mad skills like Cohen, and I don't have an amazing selection of paints, and also mad skills like Paul, and that Inafix modeling guy from Scotland has a cool accent, which I also don't have. So anyway, I'm sure you're like, well, so then why are you making this video? And hey, that's a good question. In fact, I can't think of any good reason why anyone would watch this, but I have decided, since I'm getting back into this model making thing, that I wanted to really participate in it as much as I could. And I saw that all of these great guys were making videos, and I thought, okay, well, I've got time and it's a fun thing to do, so I might as well just do the whole social thing. So anyway, I guess my one major skill that I may have to offer at some point is extracting myself from bad situations that I get myself into as a result of poor skills and poor judgment. I seem to possess plenty of both of those, and I sort of fumble my way through all of this. But the real deal is that this is sort of therapy for me, and that's kind of what inspired me to join ISM and to make a video, was watching Cohen's video. I just really respect the way that he was very open and honest about why he builds models, and you know, I can totally see how it could be good therapy for managing PTSD. And I don't have PTSD. Well, if I do, it's the modeling that gives it to me, not that cures it for me. But I do have a little different story. 5.5 years ago, I took a strange fall at the motocross track. Been a dirt bike guy my whole life, and I was initially paralyzed from the neck down. The good news is that through lots of perseverance, lots of hard work, and some blind luck, I've made a huge recovery. Not complete, but I can walk and I can drive and I can, you know, feed myself and wipe my butt and you know, do all the important things that I have to do. And things continue to get better as time goes by, and as I keep working. And about 3 years ago, I decided that a good activity for me to work on my fine motor skills would be to buy a model airplane. And so I bought one, and I'd work on it off and on as I, you know, could deal with the frustration and the pain, and I'd make little bits of progress along the way. And then I'd, you know, when I got worn out with it, or my other physical therapy activities became more important, I'd put the model away, and then, you know, a year later or whatever, I'd get it back out and I'd have another go at it. And so this year, this summer, I got into it, and I'm not going to talk too much about the model specifically, because honestly, it's a story unto itself. I'll make a video for that. But this year, when I got into it, I actually felt like I was relatively successful. Over the past year, I've noticed that I've got the ability to do this with both hands. And I'm sure that you guys can relate to how important that is for being able to work on a model. I mean, you know, if you can't hold on to a paintbrush and control it in some way, then you're not going to have much success there. And for me, I only have maybe half the feeling that I should have in my fingertips. You know, I can feel that I'm poking myself with my fingernail right now, and I can tell the difference in certain textures, but you know, really fine stuff that's really subtle, I don't have that level of sensation. And so holding really small parts and manipulating them is difficult. And when I got to the point where I realized that I could do this, then I knew that maybe I stood a chance. I'm still terrified of small parts, but maybe that's just a carryover from when I was a kid trying to make models and, you know, losing things in the carpet. But at any rate, I have been successful enough that model making has become less frustrating and more fulfilling, and especially right now that it's gotten cold and the weather keeps me from getting outside and working on my big muscles. This is great. It's a great way for me to kill time and feel like I've got something fulfilling to, you know, give my day purpose each day. I can pursue this each day as much as my body will, you know, put up with it. I get really tired, and you know, there's times when I'm like, I cannot see straight to place another piece of masking tape, but you know, I press on, and if I get tired, then I just put it away for the day. So it's been really good. I'm sort of trapped indoors, and this is what I have going for me right now. I don't really have a lot, except for time and willingness. The injury cost me everything. My marriage, my career, and you know, all of the things that are really important to me in life. And I ended up having to move back to my family's farm out in the middle of nowhere, and I live with my elderly parents, and I spend way too much time watching TV and reading, you know, because a lot of days all I can do is rest. But this model making thing has kind of given me a new lease on life right now, and I know that there are other guys out there who can say the same thing, and I'm sure that they can, you know, understand what I mean when I say that. So that's been about 8 minutes worth of me rambling on, and hopefully that's not too boring, and it's a decent way to start out and sort of introduce myself to the YouTube modeling community, and hopefully I'll think of something else good to say, and I'll be able to you know, find the energy and the motivation to sort of make this a regular thing. I'm not going to create a channel. I'm just going to put these on with my other YouTube videos, and you know, hopefully I can be a productive and semi-entertaining member of the model making community, and provide some sort of content that's either funny, interesting, or original. And if nothing else, just have some fun with it. And with that, I will sign off and wish you guys the best. Take care.